Hi, everybody. We just want to say really quickly that we are incredibly sorry to see the destruction that Storm Eunice has caused to the UK and other places. We have been watching it alongside with a lot of you on Facebook Live prior to the storm hitting and while it did. Our sincerest prayers and thoughts go out to anyone and everyone involved in the storm. And of course, loss of life is horrendous to hear.
So sad.
Yeah, one person is too many. But we just want you to know that we're thinking of you, and we hope that today's video will give you at least a smile. So we care about you guys. I want you to know that.
Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal.
Just two patriotic girls.
So please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Low budget, if you didn't know. We haven't said that in a long time.
No, we haven't.
I know. But just to remind everybody, we're low budget. And we like it that way.
We are.
Today's video is going to be great. We have a lot to learn and a couple things to say before we get into it. But firstly, drop a like if you like the video, guys. We always appreciate it if you do. And at some point, if you want to, consider subscribing to our channel. But don't subscribe just to subscribe. Why is that, Debbie?
We would like you to check out some of our content. Make sure you want to be a part of our family before you hit the subscribe button.
Yes. We want you in at the long haul.
That's right.
Not just a one video type thing, you know. We have to address the elephant in the room.
It's a big elephant.
It's a big elephant. And that elephant is this. If you know us, you know that we're animal people. We have our own nonprofit for helping homeless and abused dogs.
Yes, we do.
And at the same time, we only know Sir David Attenborough's voice. We are embarrassed to admit this. We're embarrassed to admit this.
Very much.
We have never seen him in a show. I can speak for myself that I grew up watching Marty Stauffer's Wild America with my grandparents and National Geographic as well. And I don't
know who we watched.
Yeah, I don't know what you watched either.
I don't know the guy's name. I think it was called Wild Kingdom or something.
Yeah, Wild Kingdom. Watch that too. Okay. But we do know Sir David's voice from, you know, things like Netflix documentaries and Blue Planet and stuff like that, and other movies and whatnot. We do know he's Richard Attenborough's brother, thanks to Aunt Linda for telling me that, which is really cool. But we are ashamed that we don't know him from his other stuff, like everything else he's done. So we decided that I love birds, you know that. We love animals in general. We need to learn about this national treasure of the United Kingdom and apparently world treasure we've heard as well.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's a sir. We should find out who he is.
Right. But before we get into that, just a couple quick things. We've been getting a lot of comments on all of our videos, which we appreciate. But to get the most out of those comments, we ask two new things from you guys, please. Please first watch the whole video before you comment. And also, check the comments section before you do. We asked the question, Debbie asked the question in the last video about if there are snakes in the Yorkshire Dales, and almost every comment was no. You know, it was all about that.
Different kinds of snakes and
So we just want to hear more from you, but please just check the comments first before you comment. And
if somebody's already commented, which you were going to comment, just go down and like theirs. That way we see there's 52 likes on something. We're like, okay, pay attention to that.
Yeah, because we want to learn from you guys too in the comments section, but it's hard for us to learn if we just have the same comment over and over and over. So we just request that you please comment after the video and make sure you check the comments first. Thanks to everybody over at Patreon again for supporting us and getting exclusive content that only you get. We appreciate you guys. Want to give some shout outs real quick to some patrons?
Paul W., thank you.
Where are you at? Oh, Roberta Laverty.
Paul Holland.
Thank you to William Birch.
Ian Money.
Thank you to Susan Marsh.
Reb Brock 65.
I wanted to say Reb Rock 65. This sounds cool. Thank you to Mike Duffel.
Sarah G.
And thank you to Felicity Davies.
Thank you.
And these are just some of our patrons over at Patreon, but thank you guys so much for supporting us there. We appreciate it more than you know. Let's get into this video and learn about Sir David. I don't want to say his last name. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Attenborough or Attenborough?
Attenborough. I'm sure it's like Edinburgh.
People warned us. We start watching and we'll never stop.
Naturalist, broadcaster, presenter, this man is a national treasure. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Sir David Attenborough moments.
When he came to allocate a scientific name to this bird, called it woo-hoo.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For more than half a century, David Attenborough has brought the wonders of nature into our front rooms. For this list, we'll be focusing on his most memorable moments from documentaries, interviews, and other public appearances.
I mean, I've been humiliated enough in Amazon forest and losing myself. I mean, that, and you really do feel it.
Number 10, The Capercaillie, The Life of Birds. This documentary series studied the evolution of birds, plus their shared and singular habits, casting new light on hundreds of species. During the course of its filming, Sir David covered over 250,000 miles, visiting more than 40 countries, yet arguably its best and most memorable moment came close to home, in the Highlands of Scotland.
And the best, in the end, is claimed by the most powerful male, who will defend it against any intruder.
As Attenborough enters the territory of the world's largest species of grouse, the Capercaillie, he comes face to face with a bird that mistakes him for a love rival. Run, David, run!
This being the breeding season, that he'll display to almost anything, including me.
Oh no!
No doubt, no doubt.
Oh no!
Number 9, The Wolf
awesome.
Call, The Life of Mammals.
I am overly impressed right now.
That is amazing.
We know the calls of wolves from studying dog behavior, and that is insane.
I'm gonna wolf call now.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh gosh. No, but seriously, that is insanely impressive. Did he say he wrestled a wolf?
But that's what they said.
I know why you guys. I feel deprived of not knowing this man's work. That's just insanely cool, though. So cute.
Number 8, Meeting Barack Obama. David Attenborough meets President Obama. On the occasion of Attenborough's 89th birthday, he was invited to the White House by the then President of the United States.
Sir David Attenborough, thank you so much for being here. As I was telling you in our walk over, I have been a huge admirer of your work for a very long time.
Obama wanted advice about the most critical issues threatening the Earth in the 21st century, and after half a century as a leading naturalist, no one is better placed to give it than Attenborough.
And the rising in temperature, global temperature, is a very, very serious worry indeed.
Of course, he has long been a spokesman on issues such as climate change and conservation, giving this sobering warning in his 2000 documentary series, State of the Planet.
But it's now increasingly apparent that one species, our own, has developed the unique ability of so altering its surroundings that it can destroy whole species, indeed whole environments.
So I am seeing that most of the clips they're showing it says BBC underneath, and that would be mostly, I would assume, why I have not seen his shows, because, well, growing up, we didn't have cable until I was, like, older, mid-teenager, so we didn't have BBC. And Debbie and I don't watch animal stuff now, the last 18 years we've been together, specifically because we don't like to watch other animals eat other animals.
Yeah.
As a kid, it didn't bother me, oddly enough. I guess it was just part of, growing up and learning about the world. But as an adult, it's like, oh, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, even though it is a circle of life, and we know that.
Well, yeah, I get it.
But,
I don't like to see it.
Don't really want to watch it happen.
So I don't know if he shows stuff like that in his shows or not. But seeing that a lot of these are BBC clips, that would explain as to why I have never watched his stuff.
Yeah, we didn't always have access to the channel.
So please don't hate us. Like I said, I know other Americans that absolutely know who he is. I just mentioned him to a friend the other night when I started going to do this video. They're like, oh, I love him. And I'm like, gosh, I feel stupid. So don't hate us. We just didn't know. So we're learning now. But I'm already super impressed. And like I said, I love his voice.
Yes.
I can't remember what that one documentary on Netflix was about the birds. Dancing with Birds, maybe?
Maybe.
But I knew his voice. It's so instantly recognizable. But he was 89 and what was that, 2015? Good Lord.
I thought.
Well, let's pray that he's around for a long, long time. I mean, he already has been, but still, let's keep that up.
Can destroy whole species, indeed whole environments.
Number 7, Lonesome George, Galapagos 3D. The Pinta Island tortoise, Lonesome George, was once the last known member of his species and the rarest creature in the world.
This is the rarest living animal in all the world.
When Attenborough visited the Galapagos National Park in 2013, he was granted just 30 minutes alone with Lonesome George, who was asleep for most of it, but awake for a few crucial moments.
So now George lives in his own enclosure, completely safe, but entirely by...
That is so cool for him to get to meet that turtle and get to spend time with him.
I
That's
wonder how
awesome.
old he was. The tortoise.
Yeah,
Because I know some tortoises that, I don't know them personally.
heard of.
I have some tortoise friends that live to be very, very old. There's one that's like almost 200 years old.
Oh, that's just crazy.
Wow.
by himself.
Sadly, George died a fortnight after this clip was filmed,
Well, that
but has
sucks.
since become an important symbol for conservation efforts in the Galapagos Islands and beyond.
So cute.
And George and David briefly became one of television's greatest double acts.
Let's see
But
why.
at least he can be a living inspiration for us all to protect the remainder of the reptiles and amphibians of the world.
Number 6, Birdsong Bloopers. Attenborough's Paradise Birds. Attenborough achieved a childhood ambition when he travelled to New Guinea to film Birds of Paradise for Attenborough in Paradise in 1996. And he has continued his association with some of the
I heard.
world's rarest bird life ever since, including narrating these images of the creatures courting rituals, which
That is
are
crazy.
regarded as some of the
Awesome.
greatest wildlife footage ever captured. But
It's
not
like a meme.
everything always goes according to plan.
This surely is one.
As a consummate professional, Attenborough usually records his scripts in a small number of takes, yet here one bird was determined to upstage him.
By about the 18th century. And so when... Very well.
Number 5, the Adele voiceover, The Greg James Show.
Look as the world's most famous pop star zooms down a dirt track in an old Mini.
During his distinguished
That's
career, Sir David has provided plenty of hilarious voiceovers on subjects ranging from nightclubs to Olympic curling. But perhaps his most famous alternative voice work came in 2015 when Radio 1 DJ Greg James challenged him to narrate the opening to Adele's music video for her song Hello.
Her surroundings are unfamiliar and unwelcoming, but this is no match for such a cool customer, so she decides to tidy up a bit.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
dusty, isn't it?
With a script in the style of
That's great.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Never seen that one before.
I know, I've not seen that either.
I know.
I just fell in love with him.
Yeah.
Like hardcore. That's hilariously awesome. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Wanted to
Gosh,
narrate
I'm just
more.
now thinking in my head like all the cool things he could narrate.
Yeah.
Like, why do we use Morgan Freeman as God's voice? Use Sir David's voice.
Yeah.
There we go. That's hilarious. I'll go back to that again. She tidies up a bit.
And unwelcoming, but this is no match for such a cool customer, so she decides to tidy up a bit. Oh, dusty, isn't it?
With a script in the style
Love it.
of one of his famous documentaries,
Love it.
this performance underlines not just Attenborough's versatility, but also his sublime sense of humour.
The lesser spotted Adele is about to be everywhere again.
Number 4,
That
the
was great.
orangutan, Zoo Quest. Heading back to Attenborough's first major TV appearance, here
Wow.
he partners with staff from London Zoo to collect specimens for their expanding collection, an accepted practice back then.
And soon, every time I passed his cage, he stretched out his hand to attract my attention in the hope that he'd get some more food.
And this now famous clip shows Attenborough's natural affinity with the animals as he wins the trust of the orangutan, Charlie, and eventually coaxes him out of his cage and onto deck. Charlie actually fathered the first orangutan to be born at London Zoo, establishing its breeding colony.
Very cool.
Within a few days, he was so tame that he allowed me to put ointment on the bad graze which he had on his wrist.
Number 3, the blue whale.
I mean, I know he's much younger, but my gosh, his voice is so different. I like his older voice.
Yeah.
You know, with age comes wisdom, I guess, too. I
roughness
wouldn't
to it.
recognize that voice at all. Totally different. But that's so cool. That's just, man, when they show you, you know, context of how long someone's been around, it just blows your mind.
Yeah, especially when you're like, why didn't we know?
Yeah. Well, we knew his name.
Yes,
Like we
did
didn't know.
But,
We just never watched his stuff. So, the blue whale.
The life of mammals. Meeting a blue whale was another of Attenborough's boyhood dreams, and another he fulfilled when he helped to capture this stunning footage of the mighty moment from the presenter's long and distinguished back catalogue. Few scenes so magnificently sum up the magic of the natural world. To the baby rhino, Africa. This documentary, obviously set exclusively in Africa, features one of the most moving moments of Attenborough's entire career. Those principles were surely pushed to their limits here. Nicky never did get his eye operation, but still thrived in the care of a Kenyan wildlife team. Number 1, mountain gorilla.
Before we go on to number 1 here and finish this out, like, I'm trying not to cry.
Poor baby
I know,
rhino.
I'm looking at you, you're about to cry.
Poor baby.
You know, that's sad.
It is so sad. That's why it's hard to watch animal videos sometimes.
I hate watching animal. I won't watch a movie with a dog in it. Refuse to. You know I won't. I'm like, nope. What is? They always kill the dog in the movies. But yeah, him saying that he thinks that you should separate the emotion from that's interesting. I imagine very, very hard.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, you're not doing this unless you love the animals.
Right.
And I just want to say right now before we go on with number 1 and this video finishes out.
Yes.
Already, like, this is such a small taste test of him, but we have to go find some way to watch his stuff.
More.
Yeah, I'm sure there's maybe stuff on Amazon Prime we could find.
Yeah.
But
I'm ready.
I'm seriously ready too. This is awesome. I love the guy. He already stands for so many things that we do. You know, and
yes. Welfare and preservation.
Another awesome reason to love the United Kingdom.
Absolutely.
Sir David Attenborough. All right, let's hear the number 1 here, the mountain gorillas. Oh, I rewound that 5 seconds and it's showing that part again, but
Lived in the care of a Kenyan wildlife
Makes me
team.
sad.
Number 1, mountain gorillas. Life on Earth. This clip has been regularly voted not just as a standout David Attenborough moment, but as one of the top TV moments in general of all time.
Really?
There is more meaning and mutual understanding in exchanging a glance.
Well, he's right next to a
The
gorilla.
gorilla than any other animal I know.
Filmed in Rwanda, it begins with a scripted section about the largest members of the ape family.
Yeah.
But after feeling the hand of a female gorilla on his head, Attenborough's encounter with the group gets a little closer than he'd anticipated.
Sometimes they even allow others to join in.
And the reason why the presenter is smiling
Wow.
and grimacing throughout, because out of shot, 2 playful baby gorillas are carefully removing his shoes. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great
it's
clips
already
from
over. See, that's
WatchMojo
not
UK
fair.
and subscribe for more great.
Man, these things are too quick. That's why I'm not a huge fan of the Watch Mojos, because they're just so fast, but they give us a taste of what we have missed. So, wow. Let me come closer to you.
I want to watch those baby gorillas take his shoes off.
I do too.
But he said that was off camera.
That's
so.
true. The fact that the man has the guts to get in there with the gorilla, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Good Lord. So he really does cover every single thing. That's pretty amazing.
Seems like it.
Yeah. What a cherished guy. He just seems like a person that you would just like absolutely love to spend 5 minutes with.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, clearly the animals love him, and
Yeah, I mean that
if
speaks
animals love you,
volumes.
I mean, people should love you. I mean, they have pretty good instincts about people.
Yep. And we have nothing but respect for anybody that cares for animals and anybody who rescues animals, works with animals in any positive way.
Yes.
You are a hero to us.
Yes.
Period. And to the world. You know, animals have no voice for those that speak up for them, you know, and talk about, you know, their environments, their habitats, things like that. You know, God bless you. You're aces in our books. But absolutely adore what we just saw here.
I know. I can't wait to watch more stuff.
We have to,
I want to watch more. I want to watch that gorilla thing.
The gorilla thing.
Yeah.
I want to watch a little bit of everything, so we'll have to go find some stuff to watch and see what we can come up with. But let us know in the comments, if you grew up watching him.
It was our favorite video of his or animal of his that he did that you like. Let us know what that is.
Yeah, and then we can check it out too.
Yeah.
That would be helpful for us. What are some of your favorite, things that he's done that you think we should check out? We'll check those. And then I have a question for everybody, and including yourself. So if you could be like a Sir David, and you could go out in the world and you could like hang out with an animal and get to know them, what animal would you choose? And what would you guys choose in the comments? Would love to hear your answers. So what's yours? I honestly don't know. Curious to hear this one.
I don't know, but I mean, after watching all that, I'm going to have to say the gorillas are monkeys.
You are going around a gorilla.
The little monkeys, I would. Yeah. When they're up in the trees and they're throwing stuff down at you.
Yeah, feces.
I don't know. I really think a monkey.
Huh, interesting. I don't know what I would choose. I'm scared of certain animals. Large creatures freak me out. So like that whale that he was with, no, that would scare me to death. I mean the birds were cool. I know he's done a lot with birds. That was really cool. To be that close to some of those birds, I wouldn't want to be mistaken for a mate.
Yeah, some birds scare me.
But yeah, I love chimpanzees. As you know, I've been begging you for one. I'm kidding. But I would like that. That'd be fun to go hang out with some chimps. It'd just be cool to see all of those animals. It'd be hard to pick one, I think. So
it would be.
But I hope you guys liked this video. Please drop us a like if you did, and again, consider subscribing to the channel. At the same time, again, please don't be mad at us for not knowing. That's why we did this today, so we can learn, and we're going to go watch more of his stuff. For sure. But again, just check the comments section first before you comment, especially if you're going to give us some ideas of things to watch from him. I just don't want to get the same comment of the same video. So if you can give us a lot of cool content, that'd be awesome for us. So we really appreciate that. And we appreciate you watching our videos. And again, I hope that this video put a smile on your face today. Given,
hopefully it did give you a little relief from everything else that's going on in your life. Get you a little bit of entertainment for a few minutes. Yes,
and we hope for sunnier days ahead, better weather, and looking forward to hopefully spring coming sometime soon. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed, and hopefully some warmer weather's ahead, and we can get out of all this mess. But we love you guys to death. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode today. We really appreciate it. We will be back on Wednesday for Travel Wednesday.
Yes.
And there will be an announcement on Travel Wednesday about Travel Wednesday. She does not know
I don't know
what I'm talking about. Well, I haven't told you yet.
Okay.
Because I decided this earlier when I was napping.
Okay.
So thank you guys again so much for joining us. And again, our prayers and sincerest condolences to anybody that has suffered any damage or anything worse than that to the storm that has come your way.
We're thinking about you. We thank you. We appreciate you.
We do.
So until next time,
bye guys.
Take care.